Cavaliers substitution.
Collins dishes to White. Trying to find Murray, and he gets it to him. That ties the game.
When you look at Murray's development of his inside game, boy, a nice finish that time. The better he is there, I think the better he'll be overall.
And so in the game for the Cavaliers, Mobley and Allen, the two big men inside. Irving is out there with Ricky Rubio, and it's Markkanen in at the 3 slot.
Not sure what the defense was thinking. I mean, you can't leave this guy open from deep.
And here's White after the three-pointer from Irving.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Mr. Incredible in their last matchup against the Jazz was all business. He scored 40 points, and that scoring outburst set a new season high for him in what became a great exhibition on his part. The stat line was filled, and the whole league is talking about it. We'll see what he does for an encore tonight, Kevin.
Thanks, David. Yeah, it was a special night for him. The team really fed off his energy.
Yeah, the catalyst for that win, it was an effort that I'm sure he's hoping to replicate tonight.
Yeah, you know, all indications are that he feels good coming into this. Feels confident that he can build on that prior success.
And here is Murray following the 3 from Irving.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
And they pick up 2. Now it's a 6-point Cavalier lead.
As the game has gone along, they've gotten more and more aggressive on the backboard.
Well, it's paid off with the greater rate of second chance hoops. I mean, great effort to build this lead on their part.
One word you can use to describe Jared Allen, Greg, is efficient. He doesn't waste his chances at the offensive end. I mean, like ever.
He's very smart with his shot selection, but don't let that take away from his defense. Allen takes a lot of pride in protecting the rim.
Allen's got some old-school big man in him. He's got great hands and mobility and does a good job finishing above the rim.
Murray, the pass to Collins. Here's Paige Diop. Pass to Murray. 6 to shoot. Here's Paige Diop, defended by Allen. San Antonio again missing. And here are the Cavaliers. Big stretch here going 10-2. Outside Irving. Unloads. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Irving's got 13.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
Murray kicks to Johnson. It's White on the wing. No good on the triple. And so it's Cleveland going into the break with a 10-point lead. Their shooting has been the big. And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. And Mr. Incredible has been sensational.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on them from deep here. You talk about dialed in.
Well, you know, the stroke looks fantastic. Even when he's had a hand in his face, it hasn't affected him at all.
The 4 and the 5, it's Johnson and Pirtle. The guard pair, Murray and White. And it's Paige Diop in at small forward. That's the San Antonio 5. And a lot of players want a voice in team strategy. And I've always wondered, Greg, is there a downside for coaches letting their players get too involved?
I mean, there is a belief that you can have too many cooks in the kitchen, right? But if a player knows his stuff, it's worth at least hearing them out, if only to keep those open lines of communication.
Johnson dishes to Pirtle. Murray with it. He's picked up by Mobley. Here's Paige Diop. They get it again. Good on that shot, and with that, the Cavalier lead is cut down now to just 10 points with that basket from Pirtle. Irving against Pirtle. Irving passes to Allen. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one.
Well, you got to do much more than that to slow Allen. I mean, this guy is long and athletic, capable of converting through contact.
Here's Pirtle. Irving with the steal. Over a minute and a half into the third quarter of action. To the middle. It's tipped. Here's Allen. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
And you know what? We'll see what changes he makes coming out of this timeout.
Cavaliers substitution.
And it goes out of bounds. That one off Rubio. We have got to see that sensational mobile one block again.
And a block like that sends a message. One that says we're not giving up this lead.
Pirtle finds Murray. Outside Collins. Pirtle, the pass to Johnson.
Tremendous length of Allen makes him almost inescapable. He has the shooter well covered here.
And on the way from Irving for 3. The three-pointer is right on target. Irving's got 16 points.
And he's had an excellent performance overall from the field.
With 1 on the clock, off the mark. And so it's Cleveland taking a 19-point lead into the break. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. And Cleveland looking at who they've got to start the fourth quarter. Mobley and Allen, the 2 big men inside. Ricky Rubio is out there with Irving, and it's Markkanen in at the 3 spot. Outside Irving. Let's go. Nice spin off the left rim and in.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to him?
And no let up in him either, guys. I mean, he wants to continue to expand that lead, and as long as he's the one taking the shots, that lead's going. Oh! My goodness. Boy, Murray's court vision very sharp, and he's unselfish, too. You love seeing that combination.
And we just got a second look there at the exceptional mobile one block.
And big defensive plays like that will help them stay in control of this one. And he's on his way to putting up a big three-point total.
And Greg, the league's in a great place for challenge. So many incredible players just entering their primes. You excited where the league is right now headed?
Oh, my goodness, Kevin. Guys like Devin Booker and Luka Doncic, Donovan Mitchell. I mean, the list goes on and on. And a lot of these youngsters carrying their teams to great heights. Impressive to watch.
Outside Irving. Down low. Here's Rubio. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist.
You got to like what Rubio does here. I mean, working his magic in the painted area.
And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for the San Antonio Spurs. Second shot opportunity. Pirtle's shot is off. The Cavaliers leading by 22. Mobley kicks to Markkanen. Cleveland moving the ball around. Outside Irving. Fires the three. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Irving's got a couple of three-pointers now in the fourth for the Cavs. The Spurs have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. Pass to Bates-Diop. To the paint. Here's Pirtle. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Really amazing body control by Pirtle. Just taking the hit head on and finishing through the contact. I love it.
Right side Irving. And it's good off the back rim and in. Irving's got 10 points now just in this quarter.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their play.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Irving looking over the floor. We've heard the calls for more diversity among head coaches, Greg. With the turnover this offseason came a lot of opportunity.
And Kevin, that's really what it's all about, right? The league's values of diversity and inclusion have been really pushed to the forefront. And I think that's one reason why our game is so popular globally, because it is so inclusive. And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for Cleveland.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And so checking out their record tonight, Philmark win number 32 overall.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And that next meeting will be their second and final game of the season series, being in opposite conferences. So you bet nobody wants to get swept even in a 2-game season series. I think the next game will be hotly contested.
And you have to look back at this and see the...
Wow, what an awe-inspiring performance tonight, MP.
Light work.
Excuse me?
Light work, John.
If I was wrong
Last thing I wanted to mention is that there are lots of new combos and cancels you can do in NBA 2K22, such as drag hezzies, spin step backs, and much more. Most of these advanced combos are performed by starting a dribble move and then interrupting it with another pro stick move, or by moving the left stick in different directions. You'll discover some out of driving dribble moves as well as standing ones. Hop into 2KU with a great ball handler.
A colorful depiction of Skydance Bridge in the... Just about ready to get this one started.
Thanks, BA. The Oklahoma City Thunder have been wheeling and dealing as of late in the 2020 offseason, an NBA record 11.
More picks than they can possibly use. So more trades ahead, you would think, Allie. Thank you. Here are the 5 for the Cavaliers. Mobley and Allen together in the middle. Then there's Colin Sexton. Then it's Lauri Markkanen. And it's Irving in at the point. And for the Thunder, Aleksej Pokusevski is out there with Kenrich Williams. Then it's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Then there's Derek Favors. And it's Giddey in at the 2 guard. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander.
Get there.
Here's Pokusevski. Outside. Gilgeous-Alexander. Shot clock at 5. Takes it inside and slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Such a smoothness and ease to the way Shai Gilgeous-Alexander plays. What a pretty drive. Makes it look easy.
Pass to Sexton. Finds the bottom from 13 feet out.
Well, you love the activity out there. What a play. This guy is busy on the offensive end.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Williams. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Pokusevski. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
How fast off his feet is Gilgeous-Alexander. What a dunk.
We've played just over a minute here in the first. Irving for 3. Hits a 3-pointer.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Last game for him, he had 14. Over Irving. Oh, the Thunder tack on 2 more.
Well, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander making the mid-range look effortless right there. There is no doubt this guy is a 3-level scorer.
You look at Gilgeous-Alexander and the way he plays, he has kind of that old man style to him. A lot of crafty moves and fakes in his book.
Well, the defense deserves to get burned. Absolutely no excuse for leaving him open.
Here's Favors. Soft touch off the glass.
Talk about hitting the ground running. 4 for 5 to start.
Cleveland has gone 2 for 2 from deep to start this one. Outside Irving. Down low. Here's Mobley. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. And talking about Gilgeous-Alexander, this guy plays like a 10-year vet.
I mean, he has great footwork to get to the paint. He uses those Euro steps and hesitations so well. I mean, he reminds me in some ways of a young Manu.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 6 points for him.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
Here's Mobley. Basket is good. Nice setup from Irving.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Irving. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander on the drive. And so the ball out of bounds. Mobley.
Substitution on the floor.
Quarter number 2 with just over a minute to play. Gilgeous-Alexander against Irving. Launches it. They grab their own miss. And that one drops. Allen's got his first 2 points of the night.
Well, so often we're talking about Jared Allen's length, and he does it nicely on the offensive glass right there.
On the court for the Cavaliers. Mobley and Allen together in the middle. Then it's Lauri Markkanen. Then there's Colin Sexton. And it's Irving in at the point. Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. Irving picks him up. The drive-by man over Sexton. And that one's long.
I'll tell you, this guy is doing absolutely everything he can to get himself going, but the team is struggling because he's struggling.
Thanks. Well, Mr. Incredible in their last matchup against the Spurs was all business. He ended up with 26 points and also did a lot of damage from long. He had his handprint all over that game. Put up some big numbers. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Allie, thanks. Well, that was an incredible night for him. They rode him to that win.
And he was more than happy to carry them, B.A. He might still be feeding off that performance heading into this one.
Well, there's no doubt. He certainly looked like he was enjoying himself in that last game. He had his offense flowing.
Oh, nice step back to create some space. Irving's got 8.
Ooh, how sick was that, guys? I mean, he makes defenders look silly with moves like that.
Pass to Favors. Here's Roby. Here's Mann. 5 points in the game. Shot clock at 3. That one goes in. He's got 10.
And their shots are dropping with more consistency now.
Cleveland has gone 7 of 13 from downtown so far in this game. Changes up. Here's Irving. Gilgeous-Alexander with a rebound.
Right now trying to get into a rhythm, but so far this quarter, boy, he is struggling to make anything go down.
And that one's good, man.
They've now had assists on each of their last 3 buckets.
Irving against Gilgeous-Alexander. And that one's good. Irving for 3. Irving's got 5 points in the quarter.
He nailed 2 from distance in the opening period. Now gets this one.
Pass to Pokusevski. We've got 1:28 left in the half. Driving inside. Ooh, he's looking comfortable now. 3 for 3.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
And the Cavaliers, another 3.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. A sweet little floater.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
The Cavaliers have gotten 7 shots out of 14 attempts in this second quarter. To the inside, Roby. And that comes off the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander. And now just a 2-point Cleveland lead. Cleveland has gone 4 of 7 from 3 during the second quarter. Irving for 3. And the Cavaliers, another 3.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. The Cavaliers have gone 8 of 15 in the second. To the middle. Here's Mobley. And a nice finish on the layup. And it's a 7-point Cavalier lead.
Well, get it inside to a quality scorer and let this guy do his thing.
And stolen by Irving. Jacks up a 3. Oh, they get a hand on it. 6 to shoot. Let's go with a 3. Nails it from beyond the arc. Irving's got 20.
Well, he's been shooting it so well because he's been so active, moving and working to get high percentage shots.
From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, no good on the less. And so it's Cleveland, ending the quarter up 10. And we've got third quarter basketball here. 2 quarters in the books. So it's the Cavaliers now. 10-point lead. This is their biggest of the game.
Guys, when you look at what Shai Gilgeous-Alexander brings, he's got a great skill set on the offensive end. He can get off the bounce. He can find his teammates. This guy can slot into either backcourt position. You love versatility.
They've got Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Derek Favors out there with Alexei Pokashevsky. Then it's Kenrich Williams. And it's Giddey in at the 2-guard spot. That's the lineup for Oklahoma City. And with Gilgeous-Alexander, he finds success no matter the role, Doris.
Yeah, this guy is very easy to play off of. He's improved his passing as a playmaker. He's got a natural gift for scoring. There's so much to like about SGA.
All 5 of the last buckets they've given up have been from downtown.
Oklahoma City shooting 54% from the field so far in this one. And that one's good. Giddey, 5 points in the game.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And, boy, that's a terrific start right there.
Now here's Irving. Give him 23. There's the 3. Gilgeous-Alexander against Irving. Inside. Shots blocked. Lets the 3 fly. And the Cavaliers another 3.
Lackluster defense, showing no desire to chase shooters off that line.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City.
Boy, even beyond his signature look, Jarrett Allen is a true throwback big man. Uses his
Something else that really makes Allen a renaissance big is how he sticks to high percentage shots, Doris.
Well, think about it. Field goal percentage at over 60%. He doesn't get outside himself. This guy earns his keep, earns his money in the paint.
1:07 left to play in the third. For 3. It falls, and now he's 10 of 15 shooting. Nice work.
You can see it. Once this guy gets his rhythm, he is so hard to slow down. What an excellent night for him and his team.
And he comes up with a bucket.
Their spacing isn't quite as good as it was in the first half. They may need to hit more threes to stretch that defense.
From the arc. And again for 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
The floater, he's got it. 6 of 10 now.
And force feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
From downtown, and the Cavaliers, another 3.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
Here's Giddey. He's guarded by Irving. And down it goes. 2 points. 17 points in the game.
After taking some time to find his rhythm, he's been unstoppable since the break.
Love for 3. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. And so it's Cleveland with a 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. Hey, 3 points is better than 2. They built this lead by tacking on that extra point at the end of possessions. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere. The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. On the court for the Cavaliers, Kevin Love out there with Mobley. Then it's Darius Garland. Then it's Lauri Markkanen. And it's Irving in at the point guard position.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Cavaliers.
What a tremendous showing from three-point land all through this game, guys.
Now, the other thing they've done tonight is work the ball into the paint. Plenty of their points coming from close range.
And the rebound goes to the Thunder. After this one, they're off to Dallas to take on the Mavericks. And that starts a 4-game road trip for them. And that's out of bounds. Oklahoma City will keep it. And we've got to see that sensational mobile one block again.
Yeah, good offense comes from great defense. This lead is only getting stronger with plays like that.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, he's checked in for man. Offensive rebound. Favors misses. The Cavaliers leading. Garland finds Irving. To the paint. And Love with the basket on the assist by Irving. Irving's got 4 assists now tonight.
Well, you like to see Kevin Love operate from there. Yes, he can shoot the 3, but he's also a dangerous interior scorer.
And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Irving. The Thunder making a switch here. Williams is checked in. We played just over a minute here in the 4th. Gilgeous-Alexander into the lane. Softly drops in the floater. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 19.
Because Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has an array of moves, this guy can get going offensively. He's starting to cook a little bit.
Here's Giddey, guarded by Garland. And a little over a minute and a half gone by in the 4th. Pass to Pokusevski. Clock at 6. Here's Favors. He's guarded by Irving. Favors' shot is good.
Well, you love to see Derek Favors get these high-quality looks on the interior. How incredibly patient is this guy down on the block?
Irving, the pass to Love. And the bucket is good.
Wow, he looks like a completely different player in this half. He's found his rhythm.
Oklahoma City trailing. Timeout called. The Thunder. Muscala.
Substitution on the court.
A minute and a half left in the 4th. Sexton finds Irving. Here's the 3. Pure from 3-point range. Irving's got 38 points.
Well, a nice job by Colin Sexton to find the open man. You want to see court awareness from the young gun.
Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Inside, Giddey. That one's good. And so Gilgeous-Alexander with the assist. 23 points in the game.
Well, the passing ability on display for SGA. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander getting it done.
And Allen gets it to go.
Well, defensively, to me, you've got to do a better job communicating once the screen comes.
Oklahoma City's gone 0 for 3 here in the 4th. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
What a moment for Gilgeous-Alexander in the clutch. Yes, sir.
Pass to Allen. Using his post moves to get the 2 points. And the Cavaliers lead by 8.
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
And as a result, they may be facing just a little bit less resistance right now. They are having their way.
Woo! When you finish like that, you deserve to brag.
Impressive, no question.
How about that from your point guard, gentlemen? Playing big at the rim. Okay.
Connects again from distance.
And what a fireworks display he's shown us tonight. Just keeps hitting from deep.
Man, he's just exploded from deep tonight. That last make, tying him for second in most threes in a game. Irving for 3. Good. Another from 3.
And of course it falls for him. And that 3 pushing him into the record books.
He is now tied for the most threes in a game. An incredible shooting night for him on a night we'll never forget.
This is why you put the ball in his hands. An accurate pass hitting a moving target.
And so it's the Cavaliers taking care of business in this one. It ends up being a fairly easy road win.
Those are so hard to come by. It's never easy to take a game in someone else's building.
And that'll do it, folks. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Doris Burke, I'm Brian Anderson saying thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.
If I was wrong, let me be. I feel like a ghost right now. Finally, walk all night long. Those winding streets. Wish I could.
Some noise for your Miami Heat. Hi, I'm Michael Biamani, PA announcer for your Miami Heat.
.2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And in the locker room, each guy has been going over and through his own routine to get ready. And with pregame routine.
Thank you, Kevin.
Stretch 6. I love that. Great stuff, David. Thank you. Now the opening lineup for the Oklahoma City Thunder. We've got Lou Dort, and it's Gilgeous-Alexander in at the 1. And for the Cavaliers, Mobley and Allen, the two big men inside. Irving is out there with the Coral. And it's Osman in at the 3, the small forward. And at this point of the year, what's the main thing you think Brent, a head coach, has to do to keep his team focused for the second half of the season?
Well, again, keeping guys in great physical shape. So a balance of playing in the games and getting minutes, but also getting on the practice court, which is interesting after coming out of the pandemic season. Kevin, a lot of teams just didn't find any practice time. And this year, if you get back to the regular season schedule, there's ample time to be on the floor. How do you manage that practice time, and how do you manage to rest for guys, active rest on those days off to be ready for the game?
Drawing first blood, you know coach likes that momentum out of the gate.
Well, for us, it'll be interesting. Can they keep that kind of pace up all game long?
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Over Allen. They get it back, and it's out of bounds to the Thunder as Oklahoma City retains possession. Gilgeous-Alexander against Irving. Got it. Good job in the low post.
Gilgeous-Alexander, some imaginative offense on that play.
Greg, you know, you think back to when Gilgeous-Alexander came to the Thunder, came over in that Paul George trade. He exploded after that deal.
When most of the focus on the picks the Thunder got, but Gilgeous-Alexander has been the biggest return by far. Exploded once he arrived with the Thunder.
Well, he's capable of making you pay there, Gilgeous-Alexander, in a nice rhythm.
Last game for the Cavaliers, they picked up the W against the Chicago Bulls. From the top of the key, here's Mobley. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket.
Man, that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Yeah, you just can't afford to give up second chance opportunities again and again.
Dort finds Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's good for two.
Gilgeous-Alexander, the assist.
And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Irving from long range. Nailed from three-point land. Irving's got 7 points.
Man, right off the bat, super sharp here offensively. 4 of 5 so far.
I love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
Irving looking over the floor. Now the pass to Allen. Takes the 13-footer. The shot, no good. So the Thunder will take it the other way. Defeated by the Hornets in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
Yeah, you know they wanted a few of those plays back. What a tough way to go out in that one.
Yeah, really a game that they should not have lost. But sometimes, even when you play your best, it might not be good enough.
Outside Irving. Another three for Cleveland.
Just how awesome is it to watch the best of the best start to dominate in a game.
Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Yep, it counts.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Passes it to Mobley. Thunder with the rebound.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Shea at 6'5" is such a tough defensive assignment. Has great handle. He can do some damage from anywhere on the floor.
And on the way from Irving for three. Kuszewski grabs the miss. And so it's Dort with it. He brings it up for Oklahoma City. Great offensive performance they're putting on.
And guys, we call that the zone because that's where they are right now. They are in a zone, and I'm sure they feel unstoppable.
Cleveland's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Osman kicks to Irving. We've got 28 seconds left in the first quarter. Three-pointer. Kuszewski grabs the miss. The Thunder with the lead. Knocks it loose. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. And he drives in. No good with the layup. Irving dishes to Allen. Outside Irving. From deep. Oh, and he got it!
Did that beat the buzzer, Kevin?
Yes!
Wow.
Yes!
Wow, what a way to finish up the quarter.
That's an incredible shot. They just let it fly, take a chance, and somehow that one goes in.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And from what we've seen from the Cavaliers, what do you guys see?
Coming in hot. They were sharp from the perimeter right out of the gate.
They just couldn't seem to know what it was that they needed to do and how to stick them from outside. The defense pretty lost.
On the floor for Oklahoma City getting going here in the second quarter. We've got Williams, Mike Muscala out there with Lou Dort. And it's Roby in at the 4. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Thanks, Kevin. Mr. Incredible in their last matchup against the Bulls was tremendous. He picked up 26 points and did a sound job getting the ball to his teammates as well. A terrific all-around game for him. He really put an effort to fill it up out there and make a difference for his team. Kevin, back to you.
David, we appreciate the update. Greg, we'll see if he can keep rolling here tonight.
Yeah, and that's the rub.
can carry your team across the line.
And you want to see him make sure that the teammates are also involved in what they're doing, especially if he draws that much attention.
Lock at 6. To the middle. Here's Mobley. And Mobley throws it down.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Williams passes to Muscala. Inside, Dort. And he uses the glass on the layup. Dort's got his first bucket of the night.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
And the Cavaliers call time here. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays. But and that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You know, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has been exceptional here tonight, guys.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
And you want these kind of nights where you can start to see those openings before they happen.
Mobley and Allen, the two big men inside. Okoro out there with Irving, and it's Osman in at the 3 spot. And that's the group for J.B. Bickerstaff as we begin the second half. And competition is at the root of all sports. Certainly sometimes things get chippy. And as a player, Greg, how do you handle that aspect when emotions and physicality get going?
Kevin, you're always taught to control your emotions, but easier said than done. And in reality, sometimes you have to man up. You have to let it be known that you're not going to accept things, and at the same time, you got to be smart. So the goal is to beat the other team, not literally.
Down low, here's Irving. Great pass to set up the lay-in. 24 points for Mr. Incredible.
He's got a lot to do with the position that they're in. A very smart offensive performance tonight from him.
Giddey the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's sent back by Allen.
And how about, and with that great length and awareness, Allen continues to build his reputation as a shot blocker.
Here's Giddey. 7 points in the game. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Dort. Misses the 3. Cleveland leading by 4. And Irving with the basket on the assist from Okoro. Irving's got 26.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Pass to Giddey. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. To the inside. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. And the Cavaliers making a change here. Valentine's checked in. And Oklahoma City also making a switch. Muscala's checked in. Irving from long range. Drills the 3-pointer. Irving's got the lead up to 9 now for Cleveland.
And he's really made the most of his opportunities today. I mean, he needs to keep working for those kinds of looks.
Dort finds Gilgeous-Alexander. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. The Thunder with another miss. On the wing, Irving. Gilgeous-Alexander covering. Valentine dishes to Irving. And the pass to Mobley. The 3 from Valentine. And another 3 for Cleveland.
This looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowed.
Time call here at the the Thunder decide to talk it over. Mr. Incredible with a strong contribution so far in this one.
And he is absolutely dialed in from outside. They need to close out on him much quicker when he's lining up those threes.
For the Cavaliers, Kevin Love's checked in for Jared Allen, and it's Garland in for Okoro. Here's Dort. No good. They had a chance to end the run there.
This feels like it's snowballed a little bit on them. The more he tries to shoot his way out of this slump, the worse it seems to get. They need him to get it together.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Coming into last season, the Thunder had posted a winning record every year for more than a decade. But when they decided to rebuild, they went all in and promoted their G League coach, Mark Daigneault, to head coach. He said adversity tests the connection of the team, tests everything, and shows you who you are. Guys?
Good way to start. Thanks, D.A. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Man passes to Muscala. Here's Love, and blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Pass to Man. Pass to Muscala. Bangs home the trifecta. Muscala's got it back down to within single digits for the Thunder. Cleveland's gone 3 of 5 with the long ball since entering the second half. Here's Irving. Basket good. Irving's got 14 points now in the second half.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Here's Man. He's been a reliable scorer for him as he's averaging up over 13 points a game. Here's the floater, and it's blocked. 6-second difference between shot and gameplay. Irving passes to Mobley. Valentine with it. He's got 5. Irving kicks to Mobley. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
Substitution.
Deciding to change it up. Irving for 3. Good on the three-point shot. Irving's got 36.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the fourth period. We'll see how it pans out.
It's one thing to have teams shoot a bunch of threes, but with this team being that hot defensively, you got to chase them away from anywhere near that line.
So for Oklahoma City right now, we've got Mike Muscala. Williams is out there with Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Roby in at the 4. Irving against Gilgeous-Alexander. Second chance shot. Mobley misses. And they're trailing by 16. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. He's off on that one. Excellent D there from Allen.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Cavaliers.
When you shoot this well from three-point range, you're really hard to stop. The defense didn't rotate out fast enough to stop the hot shooters.
Exactly, Kevin. They were lethal from deep.
And this will make it 36 wins on the year for them.
And with this win, it gives them a sweep of the season series, even though it's just a brief 2-gamer. And when you look back at this one, what an amazing performance this was for Mr. Incredible.
He was tough to cover all game long. One of those nights when he felt like nobody could stop him, and they didn't.
And it's Irving with the ball for the Cleveland Cavaliers. There's 38 seconds left in the game. Fires the 3. That one doesn't go. And Oklahoma City will go with it the other way. And so it's Cleveland taking care of business in this. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. And once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Brent Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Alton, this is Kevin Harlan, along with our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in.
guard, 6 feet from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, Kyle Lowry.
You know, we call it the Heat experience. It's something that we're very proud of.
I am just one small part of that. I'm just trying to get people excited and hyped up. The way the fans and I work together, they see me getting fired up. That gets them fired up. That gets me fired up. And
Let's meet the starting lineup for the visiting New York Knicks. At shooting guard, Evan Fournier. At the other guard position, Evan Fournier. It's time to introduce the starting five for your Cleveland Cavaliers. At the shooting guard position, standing 6'5", number 35, Isaac Okoro. At forward, 6'7", number 16, Jenny Osman. At the power forward position, standing 6'11", number 4, Evan Mobley. At center, 6'11", number 31, Jarrett Allen. The other guard, standing 6'2", number 2. The head coach of your home team.
The NBA on 2. And before we tip off here, it's time to hear.
Thanks, Brian. Well, current final.
Boy, Allie, wouldn't that be something? And now the opening lineup for New York. Inside, we have Randall and Robinson. Fournier, the 2. Barrett at the small forward. And it's Rose in at the point. And for Cleveland, Mobley and Allen together in the middle. Then there's Jetty Osman. Then there's Okoro. And it's Irving in at the point guard position. And Grant, how often do players check in on their own stats during a season?
BA, everybody in the league watches their numbers. Some guys are just willing to admit it.
Cash money on the open jump shot.
The first of many tonight. Both teams have legit offensive talent.
And that's the story of the league right now. Most any team can beat any other team on any given night.
Now here's Robinson. And there's the basket, and the whistle blows. Chance at a three-point play here. Going to the line for one.
And he's really silencing all the haters. Randall has become a guy you can run the offense through time and time again.
The free throw drops for Randall, and Randall effectively became a point center starting last year.
And coach put him in spots where he can make easy reads. So Randall knows exactly when to attack and when to look for a teammate.
And Irving gets it to go.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Rose, the pass to Randall. And it's Randall with the jam.
No one's ever questioned his court vision. Rose playing unselfish basketball, being the leader this team needs him to be.
Here's Irving. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
That's his first.
That one's on Rose.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
Good on both. Fournier with the ball. 15 in his last outing. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Outside Barrett. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
There's a strength to R.J. Barrett that belies that thin frame. He's got toughness and the willingness to absorb contact.
Now here's Irving. Coming off a solid outing against Oklahoma City.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
For Cleveland, they've gone 2 of 3 to get this one going. Rose grabs the board.
Boy, that's one he wishes he could have back, especially against soft defense.
Randall, and it's Randall with the jam.
That's two things right there for R.J. Barrett. It's awareness and unselfishness. Pretty pass.
Irving with it. Randall's in his pocket. Here's Mobley. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Knicks.
Guys, right from the start, it's been apparent they're determined to establish a presence in the paint.
I think the other thing they've had going for them is their passing. Plenty of their baskets have come off assists.
Now here's Fournier. His offense has been solid, scoring around 11.5 points a game. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Barrett. Off the left rim and out.
And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
Pass to Osman. Back to Irving. Here's Osman. Fires the three. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
I'll tell you, you are playing with fire anytime you leave this guy open, and they just got burned.
And stolen by Irving.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
And he knocks it down. He's 3 of 5 now from the floor.
Scoring well this quarter, picking up steam as he goes.
The Knicks have gone 4 of 6 in the first quarter. And stolen by Irving. And stolen by Barrett. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Irving. And the Cavaliers making a change here. Garland's checked in. And the Knicks making a change here as well. Kemba Walker, he's checked in for Rose. Fournier up top. Right side, Walker. Outside for Randall. And out of bounds. The Cavs will take it.
Substitution on the court. At the line for Cleveland, Denzel Valentine. Shooting 1.
And they've capitalized well from the free throw line. Their percentage is impressive.
New York trailing. We've got Marcus Smart. Denzel Valentine is out there with Jetty Osman. Then there's Mobley, and it's Irving in at the 1. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now.
Thanks. Well, Mr. Incredible in their last matchup against the Thunder really lit up the floor. He picked up 38 points and was on point from deep. He put up significant numbers. So the question becomes, can he do it again?
Good stuff, Allie. Tremendous effort from him in that last game, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., I think he pushed them to the win through sheer force of will.
Let's give credit to his teammates for continuing to find this guy. They knew he had the hot hand, and they were willing to ride it all night long.
New York, no good that time either.
Well, this is how you shut him down. A tremendous contest against a very skilled player.
And it's Smart missing. New York has gone 3 of 6 from deep so far. Rose outside. Outside Barrett. Six on the shot clock. Blocked. Fast break Cleveland. Here's Osman. Throw it down on the breakaway jam.
Oh, don't you love how unselfish Marcus Smart is? Sees the open man, whips the pass over in just the right amount of space.
Cleveland foul.
Okoro is checked in for Valentine.
Second team foul. Now into lineup for your Cavaliers, Isaac Okoro.
Rose finds Barrett. And now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter here. The shot's good.
For a good offensive player, you've got to take what the defense gives you. RJ does just that, settles into the mid-range.
One thing you know when defending Barrett, he wants to get to the rim every chance he can.
Here's Okoro. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. Buries it from 3. And the Cavaliers lead by 8.
Boy, he's putting pressure on the defense. That's 2 from downtown this period.
Rose outside. That one is off. So Cleveland will take it the other way. And you know, Grant, on his attacks to the basket, Barrett is looking for points, a foul, or both.
Oftentimes initiating the contact, too. As he gets more established in the league, he'll get more calls to go his way.
The three from Okoro. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. They couldn't put the pieces together last time out, losing to the Clippers.
And just far too many turnovers. You can't expect to win if you can't protect the ball.
That's exactly right. Miscues drive a coach crazy. You're giving them more opportunities than you're giving yourself, and that's always problematic.
Rose with the bucket.
And they had early success from the perimeter, but I don't understand how they've gotten away from that here in the second.
To the middle. Here's Mobley. Nice dish, and the layup goes down.
And you like the balance here, not just falling in love with the three ball.
For New York, they've gone 6 of 11 here in the second quarter. Rose outside. Outside Burks. Back to Rose. Knocks down the triple. Rose has got 5.
Well, the rise and fire, now money in the bank for Derrick Rose. What beautiful development of the jump shot.
Irving against Robinson. Pass to Osman. Irving for 3. Connects from downtown. He's got 18.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor space.
And right now, Greg, he is doing a great job delivering for this team. Productive and efficient.
Substitution.
5 ticks left to play in the second quarter.
Listen, that's a shot he can make, but obviously the defense okay letting it.
And so it's the Cleveland Cavaliers finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. What has them in front right now, by and large, they're taking great shots. We'll be right back with you shortly. Well, for those just tuning in, thanks for being with us. Second half of this game still to play. So on the floor for the Knicks. Barrett plays the small forward with Randall in at the 4. Evan Fournier is out there with Derrick Rose. And it's Robinson in at the 5. And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
Irving, no good. New York has got 4 of 7 threes to go so far in this game. Rose, the pass to Barrett. Back to Rose. Shot clock at 6. With some arc. And he lays it up and in. Rose has got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
Well, the floater has always been a key shot in Derrick Rose's arsenal, and the later he gets in his career, the more we may see him deploy it.
And Allen gets it to go.
Probably a... play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible, and boy, that's a terrific start right there.
Now here's Rose. He has 7, and it's in there. Rose has gotten 4 this quarter.
And that is one of Derrick Rose's signature moves. May not be as fast as he once was, but boy, that explosive first step remains.
Basket counts. And the Cavaliers lead by 8.
And just shredding apart the defense with his passing. He's helping to pace this offense so well.
And I think they count on him for that. He is a tone setter, extremely unselfish.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
Boy, everybody remembers the 2019 draft as the Zion Williamson draft. And obviously, R.J. Barrett goes number 3. defense. Boy, everyone is getting to their spots and then capitalizing. 3 for 4 in the quarter. Beautiful.
Pass to Randall. Back to Barrett. Puts it up. Mobley grabs the board. Mobley's got his 4th rebound in this one. Of course, RJ and Zion played together in Durham, along with Cam Reddish.
That's right. So much pure talent on that team. But experience helps win chips at any level. No substitute for knowledge and context.
Now here's Rose. He's got 9. It's good on the putback.
Long arms, tremendous athleticism, and pursuit of the basketball. Mitchell Robinson working the glass right now.
Time called here. The Cavs decide to talk it over. Known as a shot blocker coming in. Mitchell has added some discipline in that area.
Substitution on the court.
Mobley out there with Jetty Osman. Then there's Okoro. Then there's Kevin Love. And it's Irving in at the 1 spot. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavs.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound. Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Quickly passes to Burks. Oh, the teardrop falls in.
How about the control on the floater? Burks has that shot down to a science.
Walker against Irving. Grant, as someone who played abroad on Team USA, how exciting is it to see how much more international the league has become?
It's fantastic, no question. You know, back then we saw so many talented foreign stars playing internationally, but now the best really do all find their way here to the NBA.
Nice shot by Walker.
How about the outstanding concentration from the veteran? Kemba Walker so adept at staying in control through these finishes.
Now here's Irving. Banked it in off the glass. Irving's got...
This guy is cooking right now. He is leading them on the offensive end as they remain in front here.
And it's Walker off the drive. Kept alive. Takes the 3. Not going to go that time. For Cleveland, they've gone 3 of 5 since this 4th quarter started. Irving against Walker. Now here's Irving. Deflected. And they're pushing it up. Pushing it up now. And Burks with the basket on the assist by Walker. Burks has got 4 points in the quarter.
The very definition of an unselfish star. Kemba Walker doing work with the pass.
Walker against Irving. Pass to Osman. Just 5 on the clock. Now here's Love. Fires the 3. Ooh, coming through again. Shooting 5 for 7 now.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
The Cavaliers have gone 4 of 7 from the field in the 4th quarter. Irving against Barrett. 3-pointer. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Walker's got 4 rebounds now. And in the 2021. Conference Finals, 3 out of the 4 teams were helmed by black head coaches. Many hoping that'll help create more opportunities moving forward, Grant.
No question. The NBA is #1 in embracing diversity in its league. Now, we still have a long way to go, but you have in last year's conference finals, but also seeing the steps move in the right direction this summer with a lot of hires who are African-American head coaches. So, obviously it's a results-driven business, but greater diversity is certainly welcome. Well, the scoreboard tells you everything you need to know about this one. A great showing here for the Cavaliers.
They had more assists and shot the ball more efficiently. Those things tend to go hand in hand.
And that's so true. Without a doubt, their ball movement was essential to winning this game.
And looking at their record after this victory, this will be their 37th of the year.
And with just one game left to play between them, they've captured the first 2 meetings of the year.
And so Cleveland takes this one by a big margin. Boy, they were something special to watch tonight, and the crowd loving every second of it.
It's always a great...
If I was wrong